Okay, guys, here we are. We have our leadership group. It is March 18th, and I'm Shelley in Northern California, and Kate and Christine have joined. We were just talking about there's nothing interesting going on these days, right? Christine, how about for you? Kate had two massive earthquakes in
Right,
Salt Lake
because
City this
there's not
morning.
enough, right?
Yeah, exactly, right? So let's take a minute to just kind of share with each other. I mean, in a more global sense, we'll get to Pampered Chef in a second, but how are you guys holding up? What's different in your world compared to, say, a week ago?
For me, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so
Mm-hmm.
there's not. I mean, I haven't had to make any drastic changes. I mean, obviously, I do leave the house, but lately I've been going out less often. I've been amazed at the grocery stores. It's just scary that people are panic buying, and so there's not enough for everyone because they're storing up and stuff, and so the shelves are.
Right.
I went and bought toilet paper from the Dollar General. They're literally handing it from the warehouse in the back, just handing it out one at a time instead of they're not even stocking on the shelves.
Wow.
Directly handing out. So
Did you get some?
I did. It was actually for my father-in-law who has COPD and congestive heart failure, and he's in his 50s. So, definitely he needs to not be going out.
Oh boy.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
more
That's
worried
true.
for him than anything.
No.
Well, that's critical. We had
Yeah,
a bidet installed in December for Carly, so we're really happy.
there you go. It's like you knew it was coming, right?
Must have. Yeah, it was. She had surgery in February and uh, was concerned about being able to reach where she needed to reach. So that was her Christmas present, was a bidet.
That's awesome.
How about for you, Kate? How's it? I mean, aside from the earthquakes, right?
This morning. Well, actually, Josh and his wife Jules kind of got ahead of the curve as far as ahead of the mania, as far as us getting stocked up on provisions and stuff. They went like right on the leading edge of things. And
Okay.
I followed suit about 2 days after that. But yesterday I actually went to the store about 15 minutes before it opened to make sure, because I just thought, I just need another package of toilet paper. And yeah, it was all gone in a minute.
Yeah.
They restocked with some other things, like I grabbed a case of veggies and I grabbed a case of ramen noodles just because they were there and they go fast. So
The starches. That's what's been disappearing. Surprisingly, the bread, the macaroni and cheese, the pasta, the rice.
yeah.
Cereal. Costco still had cereal when I went last week, but
I went to the Walmart, and it was just, I think there was three different kinds left. Everything else, all the multi-meal, the big bags were gone completely, 100%.
Right, all those big bags were gone. You can get all the sugary cereal you wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're not having church because Trump said no more than 10 people, so they're going to live stream church. And Christine, you don't know, but I'm the church organist, so I'm not going. And they're not having me play from home either. We're not doing a Zoom call.
That would be pretty cool though, to do Zoom with all the worship team in their own.
Yeah, that would be fun. But my daughter teaches voice, so she's trying to set up Zoom type thing for lessons and stuff. So
interesting. Right.
Yeah, it's my husband today was just talking about, like people are learning to get back to the simpler times in life, and we're so distracted all the time with technology and just being on the go and stuff. And at least he hopes that, if nothing else comes from this, at least that we can learn to enjoy each other and spend time together, and even at a distance or whatever, but spending time with family and remembering what's important. And
we played cards last night.
Perfect.
Right? I mean, the kids are so rattled because really their normal daily routine is disrupted a lot more than ours, because I work from home, Christine stays at home, Kate's at home, right? It's their classes are canceled. So I have teenagers, and still, the college, we had to go pick her up and brought her home thinking that it was just going to be a couple weeks, and now they've extended it all the way through the end of the spring quarter, so we need to go move her out.
Yeah, and now there's talk it may go to the end of summer even.
Well, how
Yeah.
is Sid able to get her classes?
Yeah, she had her classes already and is signed up, and then she finished final exams online here at home this last week, and now she has a week that's spring break, and then early March is when the spring quarter starts. But they've made the decision already that the whole quarter through June will be online, which means she needs to move out by the end of next week until conceivably September, end of September.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big change too.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of just everything. I've got a lot of friends that are high school seniors. You know, we work with a church youth group, and a lot of them, you know, there's a lot of things they're missing out on. They've been waiting their entire school career and canceled graduation.
How are they? There's little TikToks about them, you know, making fun of how graduation is going to work in June.
Oh, I haven't seen any of them.
Okay, I'm sending you the PDF of your diploma. Okay,
right?
Everybody applaud, right?
Do a Zoom call of you walking across your living room. That'll be the
precisely throwing the caps and like hit the GIF for the caps all throwing and the yeah.
Great ideas. I hope they do some of that. That would be fun.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's been fascinating. So yeah, so Natalie was here until today. She's a high school senior in all APs. I don't even know if the AP exams are going to be held. So that's something. This week she's getting notices about acceptances or rejections from colleges all over the country, and the news has not been good so far. She's a computer science major, and it's impacted to the absolute nth degree. So some of her safety schools, she heard that she's not accepted. So she's grappling with that as well. And yeah, but she takes a class at Sierra College, a community college that's online, and she's a teacher for a school that teaches kids how to code, Hackington. So that's her part-time job, and that's going all online. So she's going to be able to get some extra training on how to do that. So that'll be a good thing. But
that should help her with college with coding.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. And having that part-time job in place that she can just take it anywhere. Yeah. So,
it's interesting to see how. I was just say it's interesting to see how everyone's adapting in the things that they're changing and adapting. I've noticed a lot of stores are following. I think Woolworths was the first, but are 1 hour before when they first start opening. That is for seniors only.
Yeah.
Compromised and.
And that's great. That's terrific. So yeah, really in just the course of a week, oh my gosh, there is a huge rainbow outside my window. It's huge. It looks like it's landing in Turtle Creek Park. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there was this great big black clouds out there, and then the sun shone through, and boom, there we go. Yeah, March. So, even just in the course of a week, things are rattled and people are unsteady. I just was talking with Gretchen, and everybody's adjusting, and highs and lows. Are you noticing that? Kind of just like, okay, we got this, and then boom, and then physically just kind of feeling exhausted, and like, get out of the house. Make sure you get out of the house. So self-care, ladies, and put your oxygen mask on first. Make sure you're drinking all your water and taking your vitamins, and what our role though, how do you see our role as pampered chefs, as the people who throw the parties, and we are online, how do you see that?
Absolutely, taking care of our customers. It's customer service from one end to the other, from recipe, from maybe going live and doing some cooking lessons, and it's building those relationships. And I'm here, I want to make sure you're okay and you're able to feed your family. Kind of.
Right. That should be the absolute first. I mean, what did your initial thought, what was your initial thought when it was time, whatever your schedule says and it's time to contact 20 people today? What was your instinctive reaction to that?
My reaction was that nobody's going to want to do it. To be honest, my reaction is nobody's going to want, because and the economic outlook is not so good too. So I'm hearing a lot of stuff about people don't want to spend money right now.
Right.
So to me, it still comes back to, well, here's the rest of the cabinet. Let's see what we can put together. Or what kind of tools do you have? Let's see what we can make with them, and throw the ingredients in. It's still, it's not just throwing up your hands. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm not calling anybody. I mean, I'm not a defeatist.
Well, and so you've kind of made the progression farther than many on our team have done already, Kate, which the initial instinct is simply freeze. Stop. I'm not contacting anybody. They don't, of all things, they don't want to be hearing from me. And our issue is if we stay there. Are you seeing it? I mean, I was mentioning I was on a one-on-one conversation with Cambry and saying, post something in your party that's going on right now, address it, address the elephant in the room. Don't ignore the fact that this is all happening around us. Address it, because once you do, you open the doors to basically give people an opportunity and a forum to share what's going on. So, and that is right there, and instantly, like in this very moment, is huge. My host group that, I have my pampered hosts for March 13th, right? There's 3 hosts whose parties are in progress. And I know for a fact, Cindy's son lives in Italy, right? Wow. Her son is in Italy. That's right now ground zero. It's moved from China and it's Italy, and it's soon going to be the United States. And so I know for a fact that she's just trying to desperately help him, and she can't, right? So I opened it up and I said, every morning I'm like, how are you guys doing? What went on? How did the last day go? What's going on different in your world? I'm opening it up to give them a forum to share amongst themselves. That's within a couple of hosts. And then within the virtual party, the same goes. Like those interactive things that I give to my hosts to share, I'm just making them up completely different now. Tell us what's in your fridge that you need help trying to figure out how to make it into dinner tonight, right? Completely different things. What's happened in the last week that never has happened to you in your life before, right? It doesn't necessarily need to have to do with food and cooking dinner, but if you are the one who creates that environment for us all to share and commiserate and relate and realize, okay, I'm not the only one going through this. And they say, Kate, you would know best, what psychology background is where I'm going. What are the stages of grief? Right?
Yeah, it's one of those, and that I'm sitting here thinking of listening to what you're saying, and yeah, it is so important. And actually, Christine said something about how it's so nice that we're trying to work together and adapting and all that. And one of the things that we need to do when we're struggling with an issue, even though intellectually we know we're not dealing with this, it's good to know when other people will acknowledge it, and then that gives you the freedom to open up to.
Right. And it just all these, denial and anger, right? And frustration and being on a hairpin trigger. My daughter today was like, I just, don't come near me. I'm in overload. She got to that point where she just needed to shut down. That was me last night. And so everybody at different stages. And I know that maybe your gut instinct says like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to call somebody and offer a party. That is the best possible thing that a host could do for her friends, is to create a virtual online kitchen where we can all pull a safe chair up to the table and chat each day for the next week. You can create an environment where we can do that. And your job is to connect with people enough to help them realize that. I do have a host starting Friday. I've had 2 others that said there's no possible way. And my response to them was, I get it, that your friends are as freaked out as you, and they've got kids home running around. I can hear Christine's too. My tenant has an 8-year-old, and she is like, oh, and the dog is freaking out because he can feel everybody's stress, right? So you can step away from that just with your cell phone and chat with other adults in an environment that doesn't need hand sanitizer. Right? That's my stock line. Hey, no hand sanitizer necessary. Come and go as you like. And so we're doing it from a perspective too of not come have a party and come shop with me. It's come and gather. We can create a community for a week where we can help and support each other. Yeah, the overall context is going to be food and cooking. That will be a very helpful thing. Within a couple days, as you start to run short of groceries and need to venture out, we can share together about, tips and ideas. Where are you finding toilet paper? What prices are going? I'm so curious to find out in a week's time. What are we going to see the price increase on? What's going to be totally unavailable? And I just saw an article that says the price of beef is going to plummet.
Plummet?
Yes, the price of, because it's a supply and demand. And in China, price of beef last year was super high, and they were buying American beef because there was a swine flu that was strictly, it didn't pass to humans. It decimated their pork livestock. And so they had no pork. So they switched to beef, and demand drove up the prices, and they were buying American beef. And now when people are, facing the uncertainty, they don't buy things like that. They start, reducing their spending and whatnot. So the price is going to come down. Call me on that. We'll see. I saved the article. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. But people they feel like there's a psychological element to it. They feel like when their checkbooks are full, they buy things like beef and shrimp and scallops and stuff like that. And when they feel like their checkbooks are little, they don't buy that kind of stuff. They buy chicken and eggs. And it's interesting, huh? What's that?
Ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles, right? So I'm very curious because we're in a position where we can kind of help people put a dinner together, pulling things out of your pantry. Right? There's articles on our blog of exactly how to do that. Right? You saw the article I shared on our team page earlier today. Did you guys spot it? Ellen shared it, actually.
Oh, with the picture of the pantry or whatever?
Yeah. It's a chart on how to do substitutions. If your recipe calls for black beans and you don't have any, and something, didn't study it, but so the trick then is to just get whether you actually have a host or whether you're the host, and you create the party environment that shares these kinds of things, tips and whatnot. And I've been developing I've been building a note in Evernote with just all the ideas that I see. I just dump it in there. Have you guys seen that?
I've been doing that too.
You've been doing that as well. We need to combine them. You had mine, I'll add yours. I had Nancy Francis came to me today and said, I spotted it somewhere. Can you share with me your resource? Do you guys want to see it?
Is it the link from earlier?
Say that again, Christine.
Are you talking about the link from earlier with the substitutions or something else?
No, I'm talking about, can you guys see my screen?
My kid keeps coming in and out and I keep having to.
I have to find it. I've got too many things open. Okay, we're in Evernote. I now have a tag called coronavirus. So ways to help your hosts and guests who are impacted by coronavirus.
Oh,
and
go back
then
to the wine tour. I want to see that.
say that again.
Go back to the wine tour. I want to see that.
Yeah, I put that all the way down at the bottom. So I'll scroll back up in a second. I'll show you that one. So this one, planning your next wine tour made easy. And it's a diagram of a house.
Love it.
And we go from the master bedroom to the kitchen, a living room, bedroom, closet. So here's another.
Copy it.
Say that again.
I said share it on the page and then I'll copy it too.
So different pieces that I find I have been sharing them on the page, but this document, this note has got all of them. So there's another one. This was last week. So before things really shut down around here. You know, Christine, you're not in this, but we're in the 6-county area in the Bay Area that was the first to just lock it all down. What did they say? Shelter in place. We're under shelter in place orders. And that's expanded. That happened Monday. Today's Wednesday. Already other counties have followed suit in California, and I know in New York. But this says, if I get quarantined in my house, I guess we can always live on enrichables mixed with water as a last resource. So that's a screenshot that I took. That's one of my director friends. She was actually, her mother sent her that. This was from, she goes, my mom cracks me up. Yeah, enrichables. So one question is, you know, to what degree we keep on, I mean, I'm here to implore you to keep doing business and to be utterly and completely grateful for the fact that over this last full year, we have transitioned from doing in-person parties to online parties with no sanitizer necessary. We are perfectly positioned to be such a huge help. And I want you to obviously come at it from the perspective of helping. The sales, the bookings, the recruits will come. But we are in a position where we can help so much. I mean, Feeding America, those schools are closed. Mm-hmm. The counties are doing everything they possibly can, but a very high percentage of kids get their meals, their food sustenance from school. And yeah, the government is coming. I mean, just today there was a vote finally on an aid package, and then there's another one that's coming, but they're talking about April until there's, physical funds in people's hands to help mitigate, to help it so that you can keep going to the grocery store. Feeding America Pampered Chef has had a, decades-long relationship with Feeding America. It used to be, what was the name of it beforehand? But it's the nation's largest food bank. Right? When people round up their orders on your, or buy this season, it's a cut and seal or the scoop and spread. Pampered Chef makes a donation to your local Feeding America. It goes into the host's local food bank, and a single cut and seal ordered generates enough for 10 meals. They're very efficient. Feeding America can turn like $1.40 into 10 meals, something like that. So it's a very wise way to donate. Well, I'm going to do a fundraiser. I'm going to start a fundraiser for Feeding America online on Facebook, and not only encourage sales of these two products, which specifically generate a donation, but we have the mechanism within our Pampered Chef for people to round up their order to any amount, and every dime goes to Feeding America. And then you can actually set it up as a fundraiser to benefit Feeding America. And those dollars, again, no host rewards, the extra 10 to 15% of all the sales will then go to. So you can make an impact. You can make an impact right off the bat, right? What other ways, what other ideas does this generate as we're looking at this? What were you going to say, Christine?
Oh, I don't know if I didn't say anything.
Okay. What do you think of that idea? Does it help you think of any others?
I just like the idea of, you know, focusing on partially and then also just, you know, providing options and solutions that aren't necessarily based on sales.
Mm-hmm.
I can only speak for myself personally, but I know that I'm making a mental checklist as I see things that companies are doing to help out in this crisis and to do their part. Like there's a company called ABC Mouse that has like a subscription service and
Mm-hmm.
like learning for little kids and things, and they're offering free subscriptions while kids are out of school, things like that. So I pay attention to stuff like that and I make mental notes. I feel like right now, you know, that's good customer service. And whether or not we're getting sales now, people are going to appreciate the distraction and the help and remember that when this is all behind us someday,
right,
life returns back to whatever the new normal is.
Yeah, yeah. Well, think of replacing a day in our online party all full of kid activities in the kitchen.
Right.
Ways to keep our kids educated and engaged. I mean, you know that doing a recipe with your little ones, once you adjust it based on different age groups, but it incorporates reading and math and tactile, colors with the measuring scoops and reading a recipe and calculating the teaspoons and tablespoons and all that. And
it's a ton of fun.
And it's a ton of fun. And so we've got suddenly parents who don't usually spend a lot of time with their kids. Their kids are in school or their kids are at daycare or they're at work and now they're home. And we've got tons of ideas. I'm just going to open up my little resource of pictures and let's just see what pops out at us. But there are so many recipes and ideas and interactions and things that we can do to get the kids all involved. This was me making deviled eggs at an actual live party with two little girls that were just so freaking excited, right? There's tons of ideas, right?
Now, are you running different templates in your party, or are you how are you navigating this? Because I don't really have parties going on right now, so I don't know what to do in that aspect. Because like you said, you don't want to just go on necessarily as normal.
Right. Well, the important thing to do is to reach out now and start talking with people. If it was me, I would start my own party, say starting Friday, because we know that format, we already have that kind of drill in place, and do it in your VIP group and encourage people to be hosts, or if they don't want to host, to just attend and then invite them to. So the same kind of drill that we've been talking about. You get in touch with somebody and you invite them to attend. Like I'm starting a fundraiser this Friday full of, to benefit Feeding America, and it's going to be full of ideas for keeping you and your kids in the kitchen and active, and those kids engaged over the next weeks and months while we're all isolating, right? And would you like to attend?
Well, I've got a party scheduled for Friday, but like I said, do you have a different template? Do I stick with the template?
So then, right, you can go at it from a couple, because I'm doing the exact same thing. Many of us are doing the same thing. We've already started several threads in our various groups. And if you look at the virtual Facebook groups, I know they are brainstorming and creating content. So you don't have to create new content.
Okay.
You could actually just simply pull from the virtual Facebook groups that are already going on. And you would take, I'm looking for one, Pamper Chef virtual party group. Here's just one of them. There are many. And you follow the same structure as a normal party. So you could use our template, but pull a bunch of things out of it so that you can plug in new stuff as you find it. So let me just look at there's got to be a thread going on. Actually, if you look at the photos and you look at the albums, usually the coordinator, the administrator of these groups starts an album with a particular theme. And so one of them needs to have the theme that's basically, you know, all kinds of kids activities, right? Kids activities for staying at home. But if you even look up staycation or spring break or kids, if you do any of those searches in these groups, you will find ideas.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't have to recreate the wheel, but we all can kind of partner and share our ideas. And they're coming fast and furious. I mean, if you just look at things that Ellen has posted in the last 3 or 4 days,
okay,
she's doing tons of ideas for ways to keep the kids engaged. It's that content that you use.
okay.
Here's a yep. So, oh my gosh, that's a good one. Cooking at home is now like the show Chopped. You've got frozen meatballs, brown sugar, Pringles, ketchup, and peanut butter. What's for dinner? Right? I mean, that's
my son and I watch Chopped all the time too, so that's relatable.
What's that?
I said my son and I watch Chopped all the time, so that's
I've never seen it. Yeah.
So yeah, it's baskets of weird food, and they have to make a good dish out of it.
Okay. Here's preschool, kindergarten, first grade, second grade relief pack. Here's daily quarantine questions. What am I grateful for today? Who am I checking in or connecting with? So, I mean, just go to Ellen's thread and pull from her stuff.
Is her page public?
Yeah. So Ellen Lowe, friend her and tell her, yep. So here's an indoor
Shelley sent me help.
Precisely. Yep. Indoor scavenger hunt. Collect all the following items in a bag or basket. Check the boxes as you find each one. An item that makes you feel cozy. A toy that has 3 different colors, right? Here's an outdoor one. A flat rock, a rock with spots on it, a flower. That kind of stuff is going to be worth its weight in gold. Here's 30 free printable scavenger hunts. Reading gives us some place to go when we've got to stay where we are. It's just a picture of a little girl reading, you know. Here's when you have to work from home and end up discovering gravity.
I saw that.
Yeah, right. Also highly contagious is kindness, patience, love, enthusiasm, right? 10 positive updates on COVID. Here's, oh my gosh, look at that. Kitchen fun with my 3 sons. There you go. Homeschooling going well for 2 students suspended for fighting, 1 teacher fired for drinking on the job. Oh my gosh. This was that article that I shared on our team page the other day. Completely free homeschool curriculum. So these types of things are what you want to use as your content. And once you start the ball rolling with 2 pre-party days, just interaction, just engagement, just getting to know you. And then the next day, you know, take our new products and take the template and pull out half of it. And just either leave it blank and let it run, and then you plug in other things. Maybe you just leave a post my party thing that posts at noon and 4, but you post something else at 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's lots of content out there, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You're really just creating an environment and people will flock to it.
I perfectly honest, this has been a little bit rough for me, just in the sense of, I'm a brand new consultant. My anxiety. I was hoping to list my house in the next couple of weeks, so I've been preparing for that. And this just splashed right in the middle, and it's just one more thing that I've definitely, Pampered Chef has been more towards the back of my thoughts, and because I didn't have any parties, so.
Right. So here I am to wave a great big red flag, because I hear you. I know you've got that on your plate, and I'm hearing it from everybody on our team. And I want you to be aware that you and Kate and every one of our consultants have put the time and energy in to build what you have sitting right here in your phone on this computer. And if you ignore it, it will go away. But it is an absolute huge blessing. And so here I am trying to give you a structure and a construct to run with it and help. You have the months from now, people are going to be saying, thank goodness Kate was the one that started that silly discussion on Facebook about ideas to keep the kids busy.
Yeah.
And now those kids are cooking dinner for us 3 nights a week and taking such pride. I mean, can you picture it? Can you see it? Take this conversation and go in so many different ways. It was Christine who shared with us those ideas for activities, and now my kids their iPads are collecting dust because they're out doing the scavenger hunt that we learned in Christine's party. So we need to have that vision and see past this right now, because this is a moment that you could go one of a couple different directions. And I'm trying to just help you realize what a gift you have, and you need to share it. And there's a $19.80 kit that's available for just 13 more days. And we need to put that in front of people. I just heard from somebody, she was freaking out. Her husband got laid off. She's losing her shit. Her husband just got laid off. That's the moment where you can go to somebody who knows what you do and has seen it, and put that bug in their ear, like, hey, I don't know if you realize, but we really need your help. Your community needs your help. We can teach you how to do these online parties. Everybody's going to be online in the next week or two, and they're going to be bored out of their freaking minds. And all of a sudden it's going to be ding, ding, ding. You got invited to a, what is the name I just did for the it wasn't my doing, but it was Cheryl's, Cabin Fever online Pampered Chef party. That's it. It's a cabin fever party. What other names of parties could we come up with that just really hits it? Parents survival party.
There you go.
Home, front lines of homeschooling 101 Pampered Chef party. Any others?
Like I said, I'm not good with coming up with those, but I like the cabin fever thought.
Okay, so what you need to do is make me a banner that's
a graphic, yeah.
Fever. That you can do. That is your
that I can do.
You got any other brainstormed ideas for just names of party? I'll take notes. That's my superpower. I'm really good at mining the information from other sources. And compiling it and packaging it and giving it to you guys. So be thinking of those. Let me just show you before we wrap up here. So that document that I was talking about that I've been compiling, so here it is. And it's got pictures in it that you can just take and use, like this one. Here's a spring break staycation. Disappointed by having to change your spring break plans? I have an idea. Let's have a virtual Pampered Chef party. I'll plan the fun tips, ideas, recipe. Who would like to be the host and receive the freebies? Raise your hand. So that's a picture, right? We need pictures like that, right?
Is this, did I miss this link posted somewhere with all of these graphics, or is this just?
Yeah, I've been sharing this. So
Okay.
here's another one. I'll share it with you, hon. Yeah, best reason to book a party, no chance to contract the coronavirus, stay safe. Here's another one, virtual party, best reason to book a virtual Pampered Chef party, no chance to spread it, stay safe. It's nice to know we can hang out together at our virtual Pampered Chef party, 0 chance of catching it if you have a Pampered Chef virtual party. This was from yesterday. Kiss me on my Irish note, wave to me from at least 6 feet away, right? And then I've got a whole section on boosting your immune system, top 10 foods high in vitamin A, eat a rainbow a day. Here's that refrigerator list, drink lots of water and stay hydrated, top 10 hydrating foods. So I'm just dumping things that I find in here as I find them. And then there's verbiage that you can use to talk to people and offer, what do you say? Well, the words are right here. So this one was from earlier today. It says, I'm realizing so many of our fantastic leaders have joined the Pampered Chef family not long before 9/11, and have seen their business go through tough times, and also the 2008 crash. So she was asking, this one was from the Saturday Success Talk Facebook page. She was asking folks to give their opinion and their input. And a lot of us who've been around for 20 years or more were commenting, like Mary, my friend Mary posted that one. She said she had a party scheduled on September 11th in her home. And she was just freaking out like everybody else was. And she was going to cancel. And she was really struggling with that. Look at that. Do you guys see that? An order was added to a party. Yay. People are buying. People are buying. They are definitely buying. They know they need things for their kitchen. But Mary decided to hold it. And she was like, I just really don't want to be alone right now. 25 people came that night. It wasn't the biggest party, but gosh, people are still talking, I'm just paraphrasing what's written right there. She shared it with us earlier today. People are still talking about the fact that that's where they were that night of 9/11. And thank goodness they were with friends. They were in a supportive environment. Okay. We may not be getting together around someone's actual kitchen counter, but we will be getting together in their virtual kitchen. If you make that kitchen available, if you open the doors to that kitchen, you can create that space. And so your job really, and it's essential that you reach out to people. And my reach out to folks right now is, how are you doing? Are you okay? I was thinking about you. I don't say anything about Pampered Chef in that first little comment. Like, hey, are you all right? I'm just checking. I checked in with a gal named Melissa a couple hours ago, and she's like, oh my gosh, and we got talking, and she's like, yeah, I'm trying to order a rice cooker on Amazon, and it's just making me crazy. I'm like, are you kidding? I've got a rice cooker. Mine's awesome. It goes in the microwave. I'll show you how to use it. She's like, absolutely. Will you get that for me? Okay. It doesn't start out with, hi, buy from me. It starts out with, I'm checking in with you because I care about you and I know it's crazy. How are you? How are your friends? Are you going crazy being at home and not seeing people? Come to my online party. We're starting it on Friday. We're going to be it's just a little escape. It's a place where you can go and get away from the kids and the worry and all that. And you'll learn a lot of really good tips. Do you want to join us? By the way, do you want to bring some friends? Your friends would probably appreciate that too, right? Invite some buddies. Would you like me to make you your own link? Because they're going to find things, right? I'd be happy to do that. If not, no problem. Just attend. I don't care if you buy anything or not. Come and be with us. Does that make sense? Is it connecting?
I haven't seen a link for this either. I've seen some of these pictures and stuff, but I haven't seen this all in one big.
Okay. Well, I've been racing trying to get stuff out there to, let's see, leadership. Okay, so here's our Rockstar Leadership Team. Here's my collected resources to help your, what did I call it? What did I call that party?
Cabin fever. That one.
So it's right there in our Rockstar, our PC Rockstar Leadership Team page, and I'll put it on our team page as well.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. So I've started a couple threads asking folks to share their ideas. So in our team page, booking, let's see, earthquake. So there's Ellen's little thing about the ingredients. You've had a challenge. Okay, so here's one. Hello team, let's work together to keep it positive and solution focused. Share what you have posted and the amazing ideas you've been coming up with. If each of us posts one thing, we'll have dozens of ideas to help us and our community and our teams through this crisis. What are you cooking at home? What cooking are you doing with your kids? What mealtime memories are you making? So there's nothing here yet, but we need to just get the ball rolling and get these creative juices going so that folks will add their ideas, and then this is one place where you'll come to get ideas to use in your parties. Okay, here's another, what's the Zoom link for this? All right, here you go. And Brittany wants to join us.
Yeah, I gotta hop off in like 10 minutes, Shelley.
Sure, no problem. That's fine. So I posted, I actually have several videos that are about to be posted through Post My Party to our team page that are quick little 3 and 4 minute videos that are recorded by executive directors who are giving you ideas for how to keep doing business and how to share and how to help your neighbors and how to keep on going. Sharon Zellen's got one that's amazing. So watch our team page for good stuff like that and take advantage of each one of them. Listen to them a couple times. And I actually have a recording of Nancy Jo Ryan talking to her director team just last week. And it's available if you guys are interested in listening to it. I mean, talk about inspiring, and it helps just get you up off your butt and going. Like this is urgent. It's super inspiring. So if you're interested and you'll listen to it, I'll share it with you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this helpful, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I would love to offer this team-wide where we can have a moment, a quickie Zoom where we can talk like this and talk about how to keep going and how to address the issues that are going on. So watch for news about that. I will offer it, and I need you guys to just kind of talk it amongst your sisters and brothers on our team so that we can get as much participation as possible. Because trying to reach out to everybody, well, we have 100+ people on our team, and they're in deer in the headlights mode right now. So we can help each other and help our teammates by reaching out and having this kind of a conversation and directing them to these resources and help them realize how valuable it is that we all share and create these, you know, online virtual kitchen tables where we can all gather around and help each other. We have so much to share. So Kate, I know if you need to leave, absolutely perfectly okay. I think that Brittany just joined us. Miss Brittany, is that you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey girl, long time no see. How are you?
Good. My video's not working.
Oh, crud. Okay. Well, we'll have to muddle through. Christine and Brittany, you guys have met, right?
Yes.
Great. Brittany, tell us what's going on in your world. Anything interesting?
No, not really. I'm just trying to keep busy.
They closed your school.
Yeah, so now they're saying it might be closed till after summer.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So you have time on your hands now, huh?
I do. I'm just super tired for some odd reason.
No, you were just talking about that, how, gosh, yeah, we're you know, 1 minute I'm bouncing off the walls and the next minute I can barely move. So I think it's just really kind of emotional whiplash.
Right, same here.
Yeah, yeah. And
I think so too.
Yeah, Christine and Kate, if you could do me a favor, because we've been talking for a good half an hour now, and Christine and Brittany needs to kind of hear the high points. So recap for her, what did you get out of our time here together that was most valuable for you?
Oh, let me go first, just because I have to hop here off in like 2 minutes. But one of the things that really was a brand new idea for me was when you were talking about doing a fundraiser for Feeding America. That is awesome. Talking about the kids who aren't in school. I know a lot of the schools here in Utah, they're doing what they call grab and go meals. You can go and pick up breakfast or lunch for your kids, but that's not going to last forever. And not all the schools are doing that. So I think that is an awesome idea. You can kill two stones with one bird, as they say.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
that. The other one I really liked was, like we were talking about, really focus on how to help people. The heck with hoping. I mean, we all hope that they're going to buy something, but that's not our focus, especially at this time. So I love those two ideas, and I got to go. Hi, bye.
Bye.
Thanks for hanging with us, Kate. Let's connect again tomorrow and see what kind of progress you've made on scheduling your own fundraiser.
Good
Okay?
idea. Thanks.
Fabulous. Christine, how about you? What did you get out of our brainstorm and our time that we talked together? You're on mute. She's still on mute. I know she's got kids running around in the background. Yep. I have the dog just about to bark his head off. Oh, Christine, can you hear us?
Yeah, sorry, I was muted and I didn't realize it. I was talking away.
Oh, you were talking? Okay, keep talking. Tell us.
I said I got motivation from this meeting. Before this meeting, I wasn't even going to come necessarily. I was about to fall asleep on the couch. I was feeling it.
Yeah.
And reinvigorized and remembering that it's not just about selling product, but about being there for your customers. And even if nothing more than just being escape, you know, having fun, and the tools giving ideas for all the parents that are stuck at home with kids and incorporating cooking into that. And I'm now not just doing my Party Friday, but I'm excited for the Party Friday. So
Awesome.
That's good.
Right. And
it's not letting me get off here.
so pull your cursor down to the bottom right-hand corner, and it says leave meeting.
Yeah, I did that.
She's quarantined. She's stuck.
Quarantined. Yeah.
Quarantine. You're stuck with us. I think I can kick you out. You want me to kick you? Remove. I can remove you. Shall I do that?
I think I got the leave meeting now. Yeah, now I have the thing.
You found the box. Oh,
She's got
it. She figured it out. Technology. It's like Brittany. It's like my mom said the other day.
Yes.
And you guys were talking, and I didn't know who you were talking about. I missed that part. You're so sweet. Thank you. They were forgot what that was about, but they were bonding over technology challenges, right?
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll share. It's Wednesday, and I went through this. My husband goes, "You're nesting." I didn't even realize it. I had my whole office torn apart on Monday. I was pulling things out of corners and throwing things away and vacuuming and dusting. And he goes, "You're nesting."
Yeah.
I go, "Oh, that's what I'm doing. You're right." And then the very next day, like Tuesday, I know that, like Christine, like you were commenting, right? Our team is not feeling motivated.
Mm-hmm.
We're not feeling motivated to reach out and do these things. And I knew I needed to go in and be the face for our team and go live and go talk to everybody and try to help and try to get everybody up and motivated. I just was not feeling it. I just want to go crawl under the covers and hide.
Yeah.
And my Facebook party too, 3 hosts and this massive void from me. And I knew I needed to go in there and be a face and you know, and show how heartfelt I feel about us all sharing and helping each other get through. This is challenging. This is gonna be very challenging. And as women and as humans and as parents, we've got to help each other.
Yeah.
We really, really do have to help each other. And so while making dinner last night with the corned beef and the quick cooker, I stood there for 10 freaking minutes before hitting that button on the Facebook Live. God, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And so instead of going into my party, I went live into our team page.
I saw it.
Okay, I can handle that. And it was enough. It got me motivated enough to do it into my party. And the party one was much better. If you guys want to see it, you can add you to that party, you can see. But I was much more detailed and people were engaging and interacting and asking questions. I'm like, I've got the quick cooker and I'm putting together my corned beef. And Lori goes, "Can you do it in the air fryer?" Well, you know, I don't know. We should try that next, right? So they were desperate. They were desperate for engaging on something as simple as making
distraction
dinner.
from yeah.
And it doesn't have to be. There's no makeup on this face. I've been wearing the same sweater for 5 days.
Yeah,
you know,
that's join this club.
Right. But if you lead, they will follow. You do not have to have it all figured out. Brittany, we were talking about, Lizzie, turn off the water, baby, because I can't hear it. Thank you, baby. We were talking about, Christine was asking, well, what are we doing? Are we remaking a template? Or blah, 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 blah. Take the current templates, pull half of the stuff out of it, right? To give yourself some gaps. And then there's content out there. Simply go. Can I show her, Christine, do you mind if I do this again and show her Ellen's?
Oh, go ahead.
Ellen's feed. Okay, so here we are. You can see my screen. Go to Ellen. Go to Ellen Lowe's frickin' Facebook feed.
I'm already joined it today.
Okay. Forgetting what I.
She's running a really cool party too, starting Friday.
So that's great. So go to somebody like that who is posting all these cool things that are tips to help us, right? Don't post this one about Costco hiring and Kroger hiring. Don't do that one. Give them a $19.80 kit. But, you know, here's social. So this is very much like book a party with me kind of thing. That one's kind of fun. But I don't know that it's meant for everybody, right? Cooking at home is now like the show Chopped. I mean, save that picture and save it and use it. And here's one that's they're setting up little lunch baskets. So she's just posting other people's things. I keep seeing these posts about kiddos wanting to eat all day while they're home. This was my solution. Each child has their own colored basket. So it's a kid friend, you know, read it over and make sure it's appropriate, but take ideas from people like Ellen. Ellen is a content generator.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can go to the Facebook Pampered Chef virtual party group and find people are sharing stuff like this like crazy.
Yeah.
Here, books. So it's stuff like this. You can share. It has nothing to do with Pampered Chef, but you can
That
now
motivates
post
you.
this link. It's motivating, right? Here's daily
Yeah.
quarantine questions.
Mm-hmm.
What am I grateful for today? Who am I checking in on or connecting with today? What expectations of normal am I letting go of today? That's brilliant, right?
I like that.
Yeah, recipes. She's doing tons of recipes. Here's an indoor scavenger hunt.
Oh yeah, I just read that one.
Here's an outdoor scavenger hunt.
And
And what
outdoor
Christine
too.
and I were just talking about is picture 6 months from now.
Mm-hmm.
When one of your hosts or guests or new friends, somebody who you become friends with that you don't even know today, reaches out to tell you that it was you that made the difference in the middle of March. You were the one that gave them that idea that got them cooking with their kids. And now their kids make dinner for the family once a month. And do the grocery shopping and take pride in that because Brittany encouraged them to do that.
Yeah.
Or their cell phones and their Xboxes are gathering dust because they're outside doing the scavenger hunt that Brittany or Christine taught us during that crazy week that we did that silly Pampered Chef party on Facebook. We are each in a position to have a big impact. But if we're immobilized, it's never going to happen. And think of all the loss.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a scary time, and it's not going to be over very soon.
No.
But we have a huge role to play, and it's not reaching out and going, book a party with me. It's reaching out, that first reach out to any individual person. It's, how are you doing? I was thinking about you. My friend Cindy is, her son lives in Italy. Her son lives in Italy. All I had to do was say, Cindy, how are you? And oh my gosh, she just went nuts and she told me the whole story. And I could feel her crying. I know she was crying when she was telling me this. She feels so helpless because her son is in Italy, her daughter's in Alaska. They're both locked down.
That's so sad.
Yeah. Fun, jammies, and an escape. That's brilliant.
That's the one. That's what your mom is doing.
Is she? So she needs to add us.
Yeah, she told me to make a graphic.
She's doing a cabin fever party, which is so true because if you think of what like we're all going through, it really fits. So she has a party starting on Friday called Cabin Fever, and it's just such a great idea.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can you add me to your cabin fever party?
Me too, me too.
So
follow your post on it, comment on it.
Right. So see how sneaky I'm being, because what's happening is our team is immobilized right now. I need you guys to help me. I just was talking about this with Kate and Christine, because I'm throwing stuff at the team page and I'm not getting any reaction whatsoever. People are feeling like we were, minutes ago or yesterday. So I'm writing coronavirus cabin fever banner. Okay, so
I may need to adjust the size. I didn't test it.
That's fine.
But
we're after done, not perfect, right?
Yeah.
Done, not perfect. Okay, so if you guys then post on this and say, oh, add me, add me.
I was just looking and I didn't realize you hadn't posted yet. And I'm like, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. Okay, but I heard it ding. So
yeah,
see,
it's good now.
Like I got a phone call from Mary is on our team, and she's a very part-time kind of hobbyist level consultant. She goes, I have a host who wants to start her online party on Friday, and I don't know what I'm doing yet. Yeah. So if I can engage her off of my phone where it's just me and her into this page where I'm coaching and guiding and helping her, it'll help touch everybody else.
Yeah.
So I need you guys to help with that. Tag your friends on this and say, oh, do you want to be added? Right? And maybe we inundate Ellen, but maybe we start a practice, like a just us online party, just us, our team, that starts Friday. And we start posting content into it, like a mega party, and we can invite our customers if you want. I mean, no time like the present, right?
Right.
I'll guide it. You invite your customers and you start reaching out to your customers and say, hey, we're doing a cabin fever party. You want to come?
Yeah.
Okay. So together, though, we're going to create a tsunami, and it's going to be remarkable, and it's necessary. You have all worked so freaking hard to build your Pampered Chef businesses. Now is not the time to let them languish. Now is the time to use them for the benefit of people who desperately need this.
And we actually have time now to put that time into Pampered Chef, that we didn't have before.
We definitely have time, and we need help.
Yeah, it's just focus, yourself do the steps. It's just focusing and making yourself, get up off the couch, do the steps, do what you need to do. It's a brain. Yeah. Got to get our brains going.
Right. And you're going to get some people who say, are you out of your mind? I'm not doing that.
Oh, right? I get that all the time.
Yeah. And what do? You put them on your list. And you write the date and you move on. I had 3 hosts scheduled for Friday, and 2 of them are said, just, you want to see? 2 of them said, are you out of your mind? They absolutely did that. Yeah. Oh, Rosario wants to know if we're still on. Yes. Rosario, join us. I'll do this all day long, guys. Okay. Can one of you guys go to our leader page and say, yes, we're on?
Yeah, let me go to my laptop. I'm on my cell phone.
Okay. We're back. I just realized I haven't checked on my kid in a minute.
Oh gosh.
He's really
too quiet.
It's too quiet.
So look at this for Cindy. Look at Cindy. She goes, I have a son in Italy in lockdown. My daughter in Alaska just now locked down. No flights to the Bay Area because we're shelter in place. They phone me because I'm a good listener. They're sucking my phone down to no bars. I just need to breathe.
Oh, and they just want their mom.
Yeah.
Poor babies.
Yeah. Right? Tanis was scheduled to be one of my hosts for this for Friday. And she goes, oh, I'm so sorry. It's not going to happen this week between the job and my mom being in the hospital. It's just not possible right now. What did I say? I go, oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your mom. Does she have a good prognosis? Not like, oh, let's reschedule you, right?
Yeah.
She goes, I don't know yet. The hospital is on lockdown. Can you imagine?
The hospital's on lockdown?
Yeah.
Where is she living?
I don't know. I go, that's gotta be frustrating. Would you like to pick a new date? Or she goes, let's shoot for the 4th of April. Okay. She rescheduled it. I'll have to get back to you. I'm working for the sheriff's office now. I go, gotcha. It's a super uncertain time. So thank you for being on the front lines helping, Tanis. I'm incorporating tons of resources into my online parties to help in the way I know how. And your party will give tons of families extra ways to interact and get support. April 3rd is perfect. Let's plan on it. Do you want to join in on the one I've got starting now so you get tips?
Sure, I'd love that. Oh.
Yeah, I can help. I can add you to the ones that I've got. But I'm happy to start one for Friday. You guys want to do that? You want to invite
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll call it a cabin fever party. We'll start it. We'll do it. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay. Has this been helpful?
Yes.
Very much so.
Okay. I'm super
And now
glad.
I'm free on Wednesdays again, so there's that.
Okay. Well, I think I need to do a call like this team-wide.
Okay.
So again, when you see me post the news about it, encourage everybody. What's that?
Are we doing it tonight?
No, we need to give
Okay.
folks what's today, Wednesday, maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, I'll set it for tomorrow evening. We'll see it goes, but we've got to reach out to your fellow Pamper Chaps and our teammates and invite them to join in. Okay, and
Okay.
boom, boom, boom. We'll do just helping a friend cabin fever party that starts Friday. They can just join in. They can bring their customers if they want. They can join in and watch it, and then run their own starting next Friday. I mean, or a couple days later, or a day later. Just one day delay. So we got this, guys.
Oh yeah.
So many ideas. I don't have possibly the amount of time to get them all implemented. We need help. And there's a freaking kit for $19.80.
I know, and I so hope that they keep that going for a little bit, like through April, when people are calmed down a little bit.
I don't know, but you'd hate to on April 1st be talking to somebody. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do in April, but I would hate to be that person who's talking to somebody on April 1st and finally talking with them about joining us, and then go, my gosh, I could have gotten started for under $20 and I didn't know. I mean, how heartbreaking would that be?
That would be awful.
It would be awful. It would be just awful. So don't, it's not about us. And you just gotta have to blast through it, but approach people with a caring and how are you doing? Okay. And be authentic, be you. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up. Watch our team page and be in touch with your fellow consultants and set a goal to reach out to 20 people a day and watch
I did that already today.
Watch that magical thing happen. And if 20 happen super fast, do 20 more.
Okay, can I ask one question before we wrap it up?
Yes.
So for some reason, I grouped the message, the option to message under comments, on all the posts, that vanished. And a lot of my posts, Facebook is not post, it's telling me something's wrong with them. And there's nothing wrong with them.
There's been a glitch on Facebook. I know it's like marking a lot of things just in people's regular posts, that it's marking them as like information and stuff. And so I think that there's just something going on with Facebook itself.
I think every time my templates are running, they stop like 3 or 4 posts. Like if you guess my paycheck, can't post that one at all. And it's so weird.
Are they coming up with the yellow warning sign in Post My Party?
Nope.
No. Okay. Does it look like this? I got this just today. It was a post from 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what it is, but I had not seen this screen or any of these messages before. There was one on February 8th. There was one today, one on February 8th, one on February 3rd. I had no idea these were not getting posted. All these saying that go against.
Eve was having trouble too. She posted the other day.
Yeah.
I think it's just everything going on.
I don't know.
Yeah, so a lot of things, but so what I did is I went back through and manually post from Post My Party, and then they didn't mess with me.
Well, good for you. I didn't even know they were not being posted.
Yeah, it was driving me nuts. So, and then there's the one post, I don't know how to share my screen, and I wish I did, but I'm going to send it to you guys. It's about filling up the jar with good vibes from your first name.
Cute.
And somebody posted it today. Hold on. So and I posted it at my party. Here, I'm sending it to you right now.
Okay.
I posted it at my party, and it finally stopped being crickets. People really enjoyed that.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah. So let me show you in our team page where there's a couple places where I've asked for us to all share our
I shared that.
Solutions. But take that new one that you're getting responses to and post it here on our team page. in this thread.
Okay, it's somebody else's, and I'll just let them know.
I'll make that one is an announcement. Yeah, because I'm getting crickets on our team page, and once we all start getting the ball rolling, and if we get more people on a call tomorrow evening, or if they're watching this recording, we will be off and running, and we'll have more content than we can possibly shake a stick at. But Brittany, I've started a note in Evernote. Where did I just put it? I just put it on our support page, on our leadership page, right, Christine?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I'll post it on our team page too. But this is a compilation that I've started, ways to help your hosts and guests who are impacted by coronavirus.
I have it, yeah.
Everything I've been finding. So save the link, link, not the note. Don't save the note into Evernote, save the link.
Oh, that's what happened.
I'm adding to it every hour.
Oh, okay.
And if you've saved it into Evernote, you won't get those updates.
Oh, okay. That's what I saved it.
Click on the new link now. It's loaded with much more. And I put a date at the top of it now so that you can see how often I've updated it. But that's where I'm collecting stuff. But I need all of us to share, like the stuff that Ellen's sharing, she needs to send and share with us.
Yeah.
So that we
your mom has got some great stuff.
Yeah. And we can all benefit from that. Okay.
And then I know I have a cough, and it's just allergies. I got tested and everything. So I'm just suffering. They said I'm just suffering inside. My allergies are worse than they've ever been.
Yes. Yeah, it's bad allergy season. It's that time of year. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to turn off the recording. For those of you who are watching this, we want to hear one idea that you got from this call that was most helpful and inspirational to you. Please post it. We've got crickets on our team page right now, and we need to rev up the interaction and help the rest of us who are stuck, because we can unstuck everybody, and then we'll have lots of impact. And 6 months, a year from now, we'll be looking back at this going, that was the point where our businesses went crazy and took off. And you know, it looks like it's doom and gloom right now, but how brilliant is it that we have the ability to help people and have our businesses thrive as a result? And we do. We absolutely do. So I mean, yay for you guys for being here. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you more hopefully tomorrow. Okay, put 6 o'clock tomorrow, California time on your calendar, and we'll do this again and share. Okay.
Okay, thanks.